The idea wasn't around. People said it didn't happen here, or it didn't happen in Glasgow, or it didn't happen in Scotland. And we were certain from our own backgrounds, as well as our reading, that these problems were everywhere. And there was no facility for helping women at all. In fact, quite the reverse, they were shut up. We had to do things to change women's lives. There was 3 volunteers who'd turn up every day at the refuge, 1 in the morning, 1 around about lunchtime, and 1 in the evening. So we all were involved with the women in refuges, and we were involved in women that came in and women we couldn't get in, and what was happening to them and the results of what was happening to them. And it was all very fast moving. And being the treasurer, it was desperately poor. We had no money. And also it was thought, after we started, the counsellors and the people that talked to us thought that there was this group of women who would need help. And if they came into the refuge and got help, there wouldn't be anybody else needing it. By the time we got them sorted out, the need would have disappeared. And so they didn't have to do very much about it. It was just a small group of women that would come in. And once they were housed, that was it. Of course, that didn't happen. It just got, there was a huge untapped problem that hadn't been fixed. And the social work themselves really knew there was a big problem and they weren't fixing it. But they knew where to go to. They were completely stuck with no money. And again, society didn't accept that this was what's happening. There was 1 refuge and there was only 3 rooms. It didn't fill a gap. It was just totally overcrowded right away. To begin with, the policy was to let anybody in. And we had huge numbers in. And people were going back home just because there was nowhere for them not enough beds, only 1 toilet, hordes of children. It just didn't work at all. So after that, we had to try and control the numbers that were coming in. It was great difficulty. And about a year later, we got the flat next to the flat in the Gorbals that we had. We joined, the 2 of them were joined together, so that doubled the capacity, but that was still grossly inadequate. And then in 1975, we got another refuge in Prospect Hill Road, which was 7 bedrooms. And gradually, people were becoming aware of the fact that this wasn't a little problem that would go away, but something big that hadn't been addressed.
I went to the refuge on the first day of the school summer holidays. That's how I remember. It was the 30th of June. It was pretty bad. They'd no money at that time. There was no carpets. It was very poor, and it was very sparse, I would say. What we had in the refuge was donations of furniture, and I thought, I can't stay here. There was 7, counting myself and my 3 children, there was 7 women and 17 children in one house. But I didn't have the option. My parents were dead. I had no really anywhere else to go with 3 children, and all I knew is I wanted to get away, and I thought, I'll just stay tonight and I'll see what I feel like tomorrow. And that's the way I operated to start with, because it was very difficult. I thought, I'll stay one night and I'll just take it one day at a time, because I'd become more involved when I was in the refuge. As Lois said, the business meetings used to take place in the refuge, and you were told that you were part of Women's Aid and you were a member, and they discussed everything and they asked your opinion, and this was totally, new to me. It was very empowering. When you've no self-esteem and you didn't have any confidence, and to be asked what your opinion was about things and what did you think, and you were included in things. The unpaid workers and the workers were so lovely. To me at the time, it was like a miracle. Because it helps you so much, because you feel so alone and you feel on your own. I still get upset when I think about it now, and it's all the years ago. I can't describe to you how brilliant they were and how they brought out the best in you.